You have entered the Chronic's rabbit hole. And John, thank you so much for your YouTube membership request. You are bringing us back down the rabbit hole. Some Nightwish, and this is Bless the Child, one of my favorite songs, but this is the official music video.
Thank you so much, John, for bringing this down the rabbit hole. I'm really looking forward to the official music video. Thank you so much, John, for bringing Nightwish back down the rabbit hole. This is Bless the Child. This is the official video with Tarja, and we are both super excited to see what Tarja has in store for us and what this official video is going to look like, because I know Tuomas has so much imagination in his official videos that he puts through. We haven't done a lot of the official videos on this channel, but I'm hoping to kind of do a little bit more, see what's out there, because there's so much artistic and creativity thought put into these from the band. So let's see what they have put together for us. And without further ado, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more EntertheCronicness.
And Nightwish Army, we have heard this song clearly. We've heard Floor and Tarja's versions live. So now this is the first time that we're going to see it as the official video. All right. Thank you so much. Song. Okay, so I guess when it's the official music video, there's some parts of this song cut off a bit. It's a lot shorter.
I guess so,
I think this is like a 7-minute song normally, so that's something that... correct me if I am wrong, but I feel like there's something missing from the full thing. Like, this is still a great, amazing look. That was just the one thing I noticed right off the bat.
Yeah, I'm loving what they're doing for the visuals of this.
Yes.
And that I can have the lyrics down below.
That sure helps.
It sure helps with getting to know more of the song and what they're kind of singing about.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see that just so far in the visuals that we have this started with this man basically drowning.
Yeah.
And then we see him drinking and driving and just being in the state of pain and turmoil as he's going to a graveyard to find someone that he loves who's passed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is very powerful with the video that they put together.
Very powerful, and it makes you think, like, why do you only miss me when I'm gone? And, like, I can think of all the times where people reach out to you only when they haven't seen you for a while. Or, like, you could have seen me every day, and now that I'm gone, you want to talk?
Yeah, that happens often, whether it's after someone's passed and you miss them more, because we tend to forget about the bad things and glorify and romanticize all the good times, forgetting of the bad times, and we do that as well when we move away from someone or someone moves away from us, and we're like, hey, we miss you, where are you? And it's like, well, you know, like we could have hung out for years, but
Yeah.
cool.
But this is great.
Is only an illusion, and ocean souls, nothing
Wow.
but a name. The child bless thee and keep thee forever.
Oh. Wow.
That was powerful.
So those visuals were kind of giving me a vibe that maybe these people obviously grew up together, then they got married, but then I'm now thinking if maybe they got in a car crash because of maybe drunk driving or something, and then he survived it, and then maybe she didn't, and that's part of the mourning, and then wanting to go back to their childhood innocence of like that time to actually have some memories. Because it would be it would be easier to discard all that stuff, but you got to confront it, and that's kind of what I was getting out of this Bless the Child. Again, I was missing the more atmosphericness to the live performances because we're so used to the live performances.
And as you said with the live performance as well, like they're usually around like 6 minutes or longer for the live performances.
With this song, yeah.
With this song at least. So there's whether it's fills or solos or things that are missing from this, in that this is a 4-minute official video. I'm not sure, but this was still very powerful. I see what you were saying about if possibly he was the reason for her demise, because like there was that moment when he went to the graveyard and then he came back and he was like scrubbing his hands,
Exactly,
and there was almost like there's visual of blood or something on his hands that he was washing off, so trying to wash off the sin and the blood off his hands, and then getting mad, punching that mirror.
Yeah.
So like that shows that he's going through a lot of turmoil. And then they were saying like, without the innocence, there's only iron. For that
Without the cross, there's only iron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then they showed the transition to the back of where he was getting married, and then when he proposed, and then when they were kids, and they were always playing at that same tree.
Yes, they always were. Yeah.
So that was like their spot he was returning to for that memory of Bless the Child and missing when you're gone and all of that stuff. And I feel like a lot of music tends to reminisce about the innocence of the past.
Well, of course, and this was during Century Child, which was a lot of reflecting moments for Tuomas.
Yes.
And you can really feel it in this. And I remember Yuka made a Freudian slip when he was talking about the Century Child album, and he called it Bless the Child album or tour.
Yes.
Because like Yuka and Me, that was the song that really stood out for me from that album, and I think it's like their single, so like I can sure that's why it's easy to say Bless the Child instead of Send Your Child to Her. Yeah, because like I'm sure they play that every time, and everyone was looking forward to that, because normally there's a bigger beginning. There's like more of that atmospheric intro that kind of then she sings, where this one it went right into the singing. So that was the part that I was like one of the favorite parts. Like this song made me cry before. That's how powerful it was for me. So that's why it's just good to be honest, because with official videos, I've seen a lot of bands cut 2 to 3 minutes off of their song just to make it, I guess, like TV friendly, which is unfortunate, because in my opinion, you don't need to cut that stuff.
Absolutely. And when this stuff came out, like the Bless the Child and the Century Child
early 2000
album, early 2000s, that was the MTV era.
Yeah, it was.
So
exactly right.
This is for official
sense.
Videos and music videos and stuff like that. It needed to be within a certain time frame to be able to make it onto a lot of those. In America, we had MTV. I'm sure there were different variations of MTV across the world that had their own stipulations. So there's a lot of, and that's why I was saying, I'm like, it sounds like all the music is here. It's just missing that build up, and then maybe a couple solos or different things that they do on live performances. Because I know with live performances as well, bands tend to play around a little bit, change it up from time to time, add something new, which I love. I think is amazing.
Of course. But for me, if Queen Bohemian Rhapsody, which is almost 7 minutes long, never had to get cut, that's what I'm trying to say. I don't think these songs need to be cut, because you're missing the bigger emotion because Tuomas is the one who's composing this stuff. So if you cut some of what Tuomas composed, you're not going to get the whole message and feel it completely. But it is interesting of how big of a difference it is to watch the visuals that they provide for you, opposed to having the visuals in your mind when listening to the songs. And it also shows how powerful the imagination is for people, because this actually did hit me better without images. So that's crazy for me to say, where I'm usually a visual person, so maybe I'm changing inside too, which is really cool.
Yeah, and it's really cool because we do change with music and the way we perceive things. I know when we started this channel, I wouldn't have taken as well to a lot of the music that we're listening to as I do now, because I've changed myself with my musical tastes and my ear for music and different things that I'm picking up now.
Yeah.
So this has been phenomenal. I really enjoyed this. I do wish that there was a bit more of the build up that we are used to listening to from the live performances, but I thought this was a phenomenal video. I thought they got their point across very well with the visuals and were able to tell that story. Tarja looked gorgeous.
Yes.
Just, she always looks gorgeous, but she looked like stunning in this one. I love the purple eye makeup and everything. She gave me like Corpse Bride, Tim Burton vibes with this.
Yeah.
So loved it. Absolutely phenomenal. And Yuka just always just going.
Totally. Empu was slaying too. They're all in their normal spots that they are when they're performing live. So it was cool to see they stayed in the same spot on the actual official music video here. But we would love to see more official music videos. Don't take that wrong from me. I'm just saying how it is for myself. But thank you so much, John, for giving us this suggestion. We loved it as well. Nightwish Army, I know you love Bless the Child just as much as I do. So you guys are amazing. But we are exiting the rabbit hole now, folks.
Thank you so much for this, John. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special shout out to all of our patrons and YouTube members. We appreciate all of your support.